Okay, apparently, it says I was streaming. Then it okay. I should be live now.
Let's check it out.
Okay, I am now very confused.
Now it says you're live. Now it says you're live.
OBS, why are you so fucking weird?
There we go. Perfect. There I am.
Yay.
Okay. I'm not too far behind, yeah. So what's going on with this?
Okay, so essentially, let me explain. So we got an update for Warframe, of course, and basically the old piece, and it takes place before current events in the game. So this is in the way past. And we were unlocking our memories with the Lotus, which we call Space Mom, because she's essentially our adoptive mom in a sense. And so the Devil's Triad does not deal with the operator, but deals with the Drifter, which is essentially like a version of your operator, but from a different timeline. And so with the Devil's Triad, you're supposed to be helping Marie, which is the very nice, pleasant French lady, and Leon, which I am saying it wrong because it's pronounced the French way. Trying to
Leon.
Yeah, and you're supposed to be helping them reform the a guy named Rose, who is quite literally a devil themed Warframe.
Okay, so for context, now that we're live, I'm drunk, and it's very fun when I'm drunk. Apparently I'm very funny when I'm drunk. So I'm just gonna so Glitch is gonna tell me all of this stuff about Warframe, and I know absolutely nothing about it.
I'm going to
so
try.
I'm just gonna kind of absorb it. I'm gonna shit talk everything. So okay. First of all, I know MC in here we got this like Cardinal Dimanche, like this asshole named himself Sunday. Fucking dick.
Okay, so it's funny that you say that because that's not actually his real name. It's just a name he. Okay, so his real name is Albrecht and Warframe is one of those things where like you go to start on one thing and you have to take like several steps back to try to explain things, and then for those things you have to go several steps back. So okay, Albrecht and Trotty is this guy who's really smart, but he's also very much a dumbass. And he some things happen, and he can now and he's able to move around timeline. Like he can go forward or back in time. He's gone back to 1999.
Oh,
and he's gone
this
back.
It's like, oh, dude. When I was a kid, I would play Where in Time is Carmen Sandiego. It was like this fucking game where you put a floppy disk in the thing, and you would just you'd be looking. You would have a screen a lot like this where you're having chats with characters about where the fuck is this bitch? Where'd she go now? Is she in 1678?
Yeah, that is.
This is what's going on.
That is very much Albrecht and Trotty. Because in the current day, time of Warframe, we don't know what year it is because because history got wiped by either the Orokin or the other group that's kind of not good. Shit got erased, and so we don't know what time it is, what time it is currently. But Albrecht is able to go back in time. He went back to 1999, did some shit there. He went back to 1899 and got these three. And what he can do is he and why some people don't like him is he's able to give people a shot, which turns them into proto-frames, which are basically not quite human but not quite Warframes. They're kind of a mix of the two, where they're essentially people who have the abilities of certain Warframes. And so that's what he did with.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and that's
what he did. That's how NSYNC got so fucking big. He went back to 1999 and he made them fucking Warframes, and that's how they beat out 98 Degrees. We've solved the problem.
It's not even that. It's more of NSYNC / the other boy band group became like really weird hive mind parasites that are fused with technology.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
That fused with technology and got all fucking weird. So anyway, Albrecht and Trotty went back to where
it's like Lance Bass going up on like Elon Musk's thing, you know? They fuse with the evil technology, and there you go.
Yeah. So he went back to Marie's time and gave her the shot for Wisp. And the cool thing is Marie is representation because she was born without feet from the knees down, and without legs from the knees down, and so she's got prosthetics, and so that's why she floats, and it makes sense because Wisp doesn't have feet; they float.
When is she from?
I'm assuming the 1800s, based on how she talks. Because during one of the missions,
what, like post revolution or something?
Well, I don't know, because she there's a line that she says when you do a certain mission type that's called alchemy, and she mentions, have we figured out how to make gold with alchemy? So she's...
Oh, that's pre-revolution then, because alchemy was like Middle Ages bullshit.
Yeah, so she's from that far back, because because the cool thing is she worships the sun, and then Leon worships the moon, and Albrecht forcibly gave Rose, which is the sassy one that I think you'll like, he forcibly gave him the shot to make him to Uriel without asking. This man is a fucking dick, because not only did he like forcibly give people shots without really telling them what was going to happen, he also made 3 different animals sentient, including the one that's voiced by Neil Newbon. He made those 3 animals sentient. He named one of them Tagfer, which is short for Tag for Disposal. After he did that, he just fucked right off, just leaving them behind. Also, he was dating a guy at the time that he put in charge of, like, keeping track of the animals he made sentient, and just fucked right off and leaving both the animals and the boyfriend behind. He also has
deadbeat dads, am I right?
Yeah, he also has a family that lives upstairs from the boyfriend and the animals that he just didn't tell that he's still alive because they think he's dead. He didn't tell them about the boyfriend that lives downstairs or the animals that live downstairs.
Wait, so did you just not go downstairs? They're just like, there's his second family literally lives downstairs, so how the fuck do they not know about that?
Well,
ooh, I got some chips, I need to get my chips.
Well, the reason why they don't go downstairs is because they kind of can't, because they're quite literally got the upper part
on Frank's family? What the fuck's going on?
No. The reason why they can't go downstairs is because from the navel up, they're humans, but from below that, they're flowers. They kind of can't walk. And the only way they can get from place to place is if there's like flowers for them to like transmute into, and there's no flowers downstairs to transmute into. And so Lloyd and the animal, Lloyd, which is his boyfriend, and the animals were given strict orders not to go upstairs because Albrecht is a dick. So
now I know he sucks because he dated a guy named Lloyd. Why the fuck would you do that?
Well, look. Lloyd is not that bad. He's actually a really sweet guy. He's actually a very sweet guy.
Yeah, but he's fucking named Lloyd. Who the fuck is named Lloyd?
Look, Lloyd's parents were kind of weird and gave him the name Lloyd, I will admit. But he's actually a really sweet guy.
That's stupid. Lloyd is the name of a guy that you settle with, you know? Where you dated enough times, and then it's like you run into a Lloyd, and it's like, oh, he's nice, he's got some money, whatever. And so it's like, fine, I'll marry him. I'm not getting any younger. Like, that's a Lloyd.
Yeah. So the thing is, okay, I love Marie. She's sweet and everything. But the fact that she looked up to Albrecht, I'm like, my man, I want to shake you, because you shouldn't be looking up to this guy, because he is like there's very few people in Warframe that I consider worse than Albrecht, but he's like my top 3 people that I think are really kind of bad. well, for it, depending on like definition, that's for, but like
what she's saying I can see though, because it's like she has no reason to like, she's got no reason to hate him. If he's been like nothing but nice to her, then it's like, and someone just comes down and says, hey, this person who has been nothing but nice to you is an asshole. It's like, well, what are you gonna believe? Like, it.
What the thing is?
No, I mean, I get her perspective. It's rough.
Yeah, I do too. Like, I do too. But the thing is, I'm not the only one that can be like, hey, this guy's an asshole. He's got 3 animals and an ex-boyfriend that can be like, yeah, this guy's an asshole.
I mean, it's tricky. I mean, also because she's saying he was, it's also just kind of like a social control thing. Like, he was clearly some sort of church figure. And you know how the church works, you know? It's like, especially in those days, right? Yeah. Because in medieval times, the preachers were thought to have direct connection to God, right? Where it's just like, you know, you can't talk to God, only the preacher can talk to God. So, like, you had to look up to the preacher. So, I can see where she's coming from. It's kind of that ignorant medieval mindset, but, like, you know, it's understandable.
Yeah. Which is exactly the first time that I have had her not... Okay, so, like, in Warframe, there's ways that you can tell if your decisions actually, like, increase friendship. And it's, like, if it's, like, glowing, if a dialogue option they have is glowing, that means their friendship went up.
Okay.
This is the first time I've had a conversation where I didn't have friendship go up.
Wait, so Lloyd is spelled L-O-I-D?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a better spelling. I like that better. Yeah. Is he French too? Is it like something like that?
He doesn't have a French accent, so I'm not entirely sure.
Oh, great. Torgo is banging his head against the door because he's... I don't know what's going on. Like, so, a story of living with this cat of mine. Sidetrack. Story of living with this cat of mine. He is the sweetest, most cuddly, wonderful cat ever. He has adopted me as one of his litter. So, like, he loves me. He genuinely loves me as much as a cat can possibly love anyone. But the problem is, when I'm on stream or working, I have to lock myself in this room, close the door, so he can't get in because he will distract me and break things and be a general asshole. So, every so often, I'll just, like, hear this plaintive meowing or this, like, bumping against the door or him sticking his, like, paws under there because he wants me to high-five him. So, yeah, needy fucking cat. You remember that time I almost called him Hugo?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, real. I love him to pieces, but he is, he's needier than I would like a cat to be. But he's, you know, not as bad as a dog.
Yeah.
Let's see.
And
okay, so remind me who Roth is, by the way.
Roth is the sassy ass that I said that you'd like. I'll show you. I'll show you in a little bit.
Yes, yeah. I want to see the fucking epic sassy boy. I love sassy boys.
I'll show you as soon as I get done talking to him. Which I just realized with me messing up with Marie, I'm making it slightly harder to talk to Leon because so with Leon, he won't talk to you until you get like really good with Marie. So like,
yo, is that Logan?
What? Oh.
What on in chat?
Oh, I'm assuming that's you, Logan. I'm hoping.
Yo, Logan, what's up? Yes, yay! Yeah. Hello.
So yeah, I have to make good with Marie, so I can so that Leon will eventually talk to us. But there is a reason why he won't talk to us. It's because, as Marie described, Leon is very much not social, and he like, and then having to take on the job of trying to redeem Rose is kind of a lot. So, and she was like, it's not you. He's just very antisocial. I'm like, you know what? That's a whole ass mood. I fully understand this.
Yo, Logan, earlier, kind of same. I was at the bar and I was talking about Star Trek, and then I was like, I checked the time and I'm like, fuck, I have to be at home at 5. Like, man, I wanted to talk about Star Trek, man.
So this is what I mean about Roth being an asshole. This is what I mean about Roth being an asshole. So he's asking me about the indifference, which is something that existed before, like that only took physical form because of Albrecht, but he's existed before, like he's the indifference. He's existed since time started existing, and so he's like he asked if we believe that the entity that we call the indifference existed prior to Albrecht's dealings with it, or if he just created it. I was like, I think it existed before Albrecht did it, like interacted with it.
Wait, isn't the indifference that one guy with the other guy, the thing you've been talking about? But yeah. Sorry, I'm drunk. But there was like
the guy whose regular form is like
with the autistic kid. There was like a guy with the autistic kid who was fucking with the autistic kid, and apparently he's like indifference or something.
Yeah, he was the guy that was fucking with the autistic kid. That Rail.
He was
fucking with Rail. And so he's like, not you too. I had such high hopes. I'm like, Rose. Look, we don't
look
like Wally is a lot of things. Like as far as I know, Wally's not exactly coming to my orbiter and sitting down and having a conversation with me.
No. This guy, you know what, how Roth sounds? Roth sounds like the guy who's like, you tell him a thing and he's like, oh yeah, I knew that. Like, he's like, he'll retroactively say he knew that this thing was coming when he actually didn't. By the way, what happens with that malware found thing? How does that work?
Okay, so the thing is, so remember earlier when I mentioned that, oh hey, there's a boyfriend that's actually really like weird hive mind parasite thing?
Yeah.
You can actually summon one and you can like fight it enough times to where you can actually either kill it or turn it and make it your friend.
Except Hugo is confident.
He is. Honestly, he is. He's Hugo with confidence. And with blue skin.
Well, I think he's kind of maybe like a kind of bad version. Like, because the thing about Hugo is like he kind of teeters on this edge of like confidence and empathy because he has very powerful emotions. I don't know if he has very powerful. It's tricky with him, but like. There's a side of him that would totally be like this, but there's also a side of him that would really wants to not be a dick to people. So it's kind of like,
and I don't know. I feel like he's mansplaining things now. I feel like he's mansplaining.
Well, yeah.
I'm like, bro.
Yeah, I mean, like that's just a male archetype thing.
There's a running joke. There's a running joke with me now that anytime like Rose is being sassy, I have to say I'm gonna go get the fucking squirt bottle because he's very much like a cat.
Yeah.
And I feel like I have to go get the squirt bottle.
I mean, okay, so you are asking him his reasoning, so he's not technically mansplaining. What you're doing is using the Socratic method on him, where you're saying.
I don't know
Tell
what that means.
me what you think this is. Okay, so Socrates. Socrates was the philosopher in ancient Greece, and he always, if you can believe Plato, which I don't know if you can, but Socrates always approached questions like, well, what do you think is the answer to this question? And then he would ask questions in response to what they said. So he basically, he would basically lead people to the quote-unquote right answer by asking them questions about what they thought things were like, and then he would, kind of find holes or queries in that, and he would kind of refine their answer by asking them more questions about, like, well, what do you think about this? What do you think about this? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually a very effective teaching tool. It's very good. But it sounds like you're Socratic methoding him. You know what I mean? Where you're just kind of asking him what he thinks and what his logic is, so that you can respond to his logic.
Long and short of it, you two should never meet. Yeah, you two should never meet.
Wait, what the fuck? Okay, wait, I'm confused. So, how did it get into... Sorry, I'm very confused. How did it get into da-da-da-da, and then the response is who?
Yeah, okay. So
What?
So he doesn't know who Rusalka is, because Rusalka is from 1999. He's never met anyone from 1999. The only people he knows of is Albrecht, Marie, Leon, Albrecht's boyfriend, and the Kavia, and us. So those are the only people he knows.
Okay, wait. What is the it that got into Rusalka?
That's the indifference. That's Wally.
So, wait. I'm confused. I'm a little confused.
Join
So-
everyone. We're all a little bit confused.
So you say, but how did it get into Rusalka, I wonder? You know that the indifference is it, right?
Yeah.
You know that it refers to the indifference.
Yeah.
Roth responds with who?
Well, yeah.
I find that confusing.
Because he doesn't know who is
Because Roth...
I think it's...
Wait, Rusalka's a person!
Yeah, Rusalka's a person.
Oh, I thought Rusalka was a place.
Well, okay, funny thing about that is, it's both a person and a place, because the person came first, and the place got named afterwards.
It's totally, but okay, thanks. Logan, it's totally okay. I have D&D tomorrow, so in the morning I'm probably not going to be able to respond as much, but, like, please, like, feel free to just sort of, like, let Seven have the reins and say what he, maybe ask him questions about the time back then. That's kind of what I was inviting, generally speaking. But, like, yeah, it's... Oz, like, it doesn't have very, like, doesn't really expect perfection out of Seven. So, please, like, don't worry about it. We'll figure stuff out. I mean, it can't be worse than the relationship between Allie and Felix, am I right? Let's see, if you were holding the void in 1999... Why is the 90s, anyway?
Repeat that?
Why is it the 90s? Why the 90s?
He was trying to get away from Wally. Because Wally... Ooh, red text. Nice. That means my friendship went up. Okay, so, when he first encountered Wally kind of took his... Wally's able to take the form of anyone he's talking to. So, like, whenever he shows up in your orbiter, he'll just casually be looking just exactly like you, but with, like, pitch black eyes. When Albrecht first encountered Wally was kind of wearing his skin. And Albrecht kind of freaked out because that's not something you normally, like, that normally happens. Like, you kind of freaked out if someone was just standing over you with pitch black eyes that looked exactly like you. And so he ended up, like, accidentally cutting off, like, one of Wally's fingers. And taking the finger and deciding, you know what? I'm going to use this finger of this very intelligent indifference guy and use it for, like, space travel. And so Wally's mad because Albrecht took one of his fingers and won't give it back. So now Wally's kind of, trying to get to Albrecht to like because he's angry. Which
so Wally's the indifference, right?
Yes, we call his actual name is just the Man in the Wall, but we just call him Wally because the Man in the Wall is a mouthful.
Yeah. This lore is extremely weird. I'm just gonna say it right now. This is fucking weird. So let me just take this in a. Let me just sort of like condense this completely. So this entire thing is about people who get turned into living exoskeletons that have a symbiotic relationship with their hosts. Is that correct?
Not really. Okay, so this is it's oh god, that is a question that I could take like 10 hours to try to explain, and I do not know if I would be able to explain everything properly. Oh geez. Essentially, we're playing as a teenager, and occasionally their 30-year-old alter timeline self, who is able to control these things called Warframes, which are biomechanical suits that were once people that were turned into the Warframes through a weird concoction of like shit that includes living well, I don't even know if parasite's the right word, but living biological mass that's part of a hive mind called the Hellmanth. And the process of doing that is extremely painful and led to the Warframes becoming nothing more than feral monsters that attacked the people that made them, until our character, which were children, were discovered on a ship that was meant to go to Tau, which is where Space Mom's people were from, and we got weird void powers because we tried to get to Tau and it messed up really badly, and we made a deal with Wally to save everyone, and in exchange we got saved and got void powers because of the whole void incident, and we don't know what we promised him because he won't tell us, and we ended up getting saved by the Orokin, which are the people that made the Warframes, and it was discovered that, oh hey, we can actually control the Warframes and make them not be in pain so much, because the whole process is painful of becoming a Warframe. And so they used us to control the Warframes, and then there was peace between Mom's people and the Orikins, and then Orokin that didn't want peace with the sentients ended up rebelling, and then the whole ass war started. And then now we're in a time, we're now in like the present day, which is like many years, like thousands of years from then. And now the Orokin don't exist anymore, and now we're space ninja pirates trying to save the world.
So
vaguely,
it's essentially kind of a post-colonial sort of thing, where it's like, yeah, the Warframes are freed slaves, and the Orikins are this sort of colonial power that we allied with. They're like, oh, we're so sorry when we did this. Oh no, oh, you know. And then the indifference is like this sort of thematic concept of living in the first world when the third world is like really fucked up. Is that it?
I feel okay. So I feel like the best way I can describe Wally is equating him to Q. That is.
So Wally like occasionally shows up to fuck with you.
Yes, he.
But why is he indifference? Oh, so it's less indifference and more like complacency.
No, he is the physical embodiment of indifference. He doesn't know emotions.
But it's like complacent. It's complacent indifference.
I'm not sure. Like actual like trying to be friends with him actually hurts him.
Yeah.
Like emotion.
Honestly, I would probably kill him because I'm like the nicest person. I'm the fucking nice. I'm the best person ever. I'm like an empath, guys. No, just kidding. Like, no, but like I'm always like trying to find the good in people because I'm an idiot. So like, yeah. Oh, fine. Look, can we check out the sassy guy? I want to check out sassy guy.
Oh yeah, let me go show you sassy guy. I'm also going to show you the cutscene where it has the organ that I hate. Okay, let's see. Demos. Thank them. There we go. Yeah, like
Deimos, hell yeah! That's the fucking like son of Mars. Let's go.
I fucking hate Deimos.
Phobos and Deimos.
Also,
what's wrong with Deimos?
I fucking hate this place. Also, who does this sound like?
I can't hear it.
So
sorry, hang on, I have to turn mine.
Who does this sound like?
Oh yeah, that is sorry. That's Neil Newbon. I know that's Neil Newbon because you've told me that's Neil Newbon because it's a fish.
Yeah, I was showing Logan that, and I was like, and I did tell him who it was. I'm just like, who does it sound like? And it took him a while to realize that's Neil. So
you've just told. Well, I mean, you told me. You showed me a screen cap of the thing, and I'm like, okay, and now I recognize it. It's the Neil Newbon fish.
Oh, so this is Lloyd, the Albrecht's ex current. I don't know. I don't know if it's current or ex. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, this looks like the sort of guy you settle with. Let's be real. Look at it. Look at his stupid hair. Look at his stupid fucking hair.
Be nice. He's a sweet guy.
No.
Yes.
Girl. Fucking okay. Non-binary girl. Girl in the general sense. Fucking hell! You asked me to. You didn't ask me to come on here drunk. I decided to come on here drunk, and you were like, "Yes, it's a good idea." You thought it was a good idea for me to come here drunk. If I come here drunk, I'm gonna be shit talking everybody. I'm gonna shit talk everybody. You understand that? I'm gonna fucking give everybody shit. What is this bullshit? Look at that. See?
So this is Tagfer, the one that he named Tagfer, which is Tag for Disposal. He also hates Albrecht. I love him. He's my favorite one.
Yeah. I honestly love Tagfer because it reminds me of Odo.
Yeah.
The name just reminds me of the name of Odo because Odo's entire name is just like Odo Ital, which is unknown sample, and now I'm just talking about Star Trek. Please stop me from talking about Star Trek.
And also, yes, you can hug the animals.
I want to hug Odo. I want to fucking hug Odo.
Also, I don't think I showed you the big ass bird. His name is Bird 3.
Okay. Sorry, so Logan, I was talking Star Trek at the bar with a bunch of people, and then I had to go home, and now I'm still thinking of Star Trek, so now I'm just thinking of the Star Trek character Odo, and now I just can't stop thinking about him. Oh, look at that bird.
Yeah. This is Bird 3. He is adorable and I love him. I would
I
kill
like
for
him.
Bird 3.
Nice birdie.
Yeah.
Look at the bird butt! Bird butt!
Yeah, let me go show you the sassy ass.
I want to see sassy ass. I want to see sassy guy.
Hold on, I'm gonna take you to see him.
Okay, I'm turning the sound up now. Sassy ass. Oh, now I'm hearing myself.
What is it?
That's him. That's sassy.
Where is he? Where is he? Where's my boy?
It's story time.
Yo, look how fucking sassy he is. Oh, he's like, oh, you're interrupting me in the middle of my fucking reading. Get out of here, bitch. I'm reading some shit. Yeah. Oh, you're so fucking boring.
endless soldiers by the same name.
So,
Look, oh, he doesn't give a fuck. I love him.
yeah.
He couldn't save a single man.
So the thing is, like,
At the time, of course.
there's like at least one Warframe that is like
But by calling myself the devil of
am I remembering wait
I
okay,
do
so the
each
Proto-Frames
soldier
aren't
I
the
train
like
to
original
turn into
like aren't the
hell.
original people that eventually became the Warframes. They're just people that have the abilities of Warframes.
Sir.
However, Roth is while he is
His true name
a person
never
with
spoken to
Uriel's
me. It's the
powers
only
and stuff,
thing I have left
his
that
people
feels
that he had that his like battalion all became
I'm on my
Uriel's.
deathbed. I'll
He
tell you
knows
the final secret.
he knows the
Until
person
then,
that originally became the first
know that
Uriel,
us Orokin
which is
cruel,
Uriel Prime.
Twisted, and rather poor
Wait, so he knows the.
commodities.
Wait. I'm confused. So there was. Okay, so. There was a person, and that person became a Warframe.
Yeah.
So Roth knew the person who became the Warframe.
Yeah. So okay. So every Warframe.
And but now he's like wearing it. Now he's wearing his skin.
No. Okay. Let me explain. So every single Warframe has the first person that became that Warframe. Roth knows the person that became the first Uriel.
Yeah.
Roth is different in the fact that he's a person that was given the Helmets concoction by Albrecht that gave him the powers of Uriel. So he's technically like he's this weird mix
So he can do all the things the Uriel Warframe can do without wearing Uriel's skin.
Yeah, he's essentially
Okay.
Easiest way to think of it is he's half person, half Warframe. He's a person with Warframe powers, without actually controlling a Warframe.
Is there a downside to that?
We don't know. There is I think at least Albrecht had the theory that eventually they would fully become Warframe and then lose their minds.
And then everybody else will wear their skin. Okay.
Yeah, but we don't know. We Albrecht did this without properly testing to see what would happen after, like, over a span of time after giving someone Warframe powers. So he's not a good scientist.
I have to ask, why are there 3 little mushrooms that jump around the fucking? Have you seen those?
Okay,
they're just like popping around. They're just like, hey.
Okay, so with Warframe, you can customize your Warframes. You can change their colors. You can put like different attachments on them. And for example, for me, there's one of the things you can put is like there's a whole list of things. One of them is little sprodlings.
Yeah.
Which gives you these 3 little mushroom guys, which are connected to another Warframe.
I see them, and they're there's one of the sprodling ephemera. Those little guys.
Yeah,
little guys, they're just hopping around.
And so
they're just hopping around. Look at them.
Yeah, so they'll just like bounce around and hang out, and sometimes if you stand still long enough, they'll like climb up you and bounce on your head a little bit.
They're my favorite character.
And so they're actually connected to another Warframe called. Hold on, let me get the right one. That's not the person they're connected to.
They're like Dandelion. They're just there to be cute and bounce around and hop on your head to be annoying.
Yeah, so they're connected to Noko, which is a mushroom-based Warframe. And one of his abilities is that he can actually become, for a limited amount of time, become one of the little sprawlings, and you can like control them and everything. It's believed that the sprawlings are like a part of him, or somehow connect, like they're all kind of like their own little hive mind is believed, or at least that's how that's what I think they are. But they're all kind of like connected to him, and so my head canon for why I have the 3 is that my character went to Orb Valis, which is like where you do the stuff for the Noko stuff, and three of the Sprawlings decided to hitch a ride with my character and follow them home.
I like the really gay one over there. Did you see that really gay one? I like it. It's got like trans colors and gay colors and all that.
Yeah.
In the previous, yeah.
Well, hold on. Wait, where?
There was like a menu where there was one that was just had all like the gay pride stuff and the trans pride stuff.
Oh, wait, you mean here?
No, I don't know. I don't fucking know. I just saw it when you were like messing around. There it is. That guy, Hildren. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So that's my Hildren Prime loadout, and you can like have like little icons on all the loadouts.
Yeah, look at him. He's so gay. He's like super gay. I love it.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the one for my Hildren Prime loadout.
Let's fucking go.
But yeah. So okay. So this one right here is that's Leon. He won't talk to me because he's understandably antisocial, and if you like watch him long enough, he'll either self-flagellate himself or else he'll smack himself.
I love it. It's
my
great.
Dude, get your
we need
ass
more
out the way.
more men need to do that. Just flagellate themselves.
Also, you can
this is a joke.
Also, you can kind of see on his back with the scars, and that base part of his spine is
fucking epic.
Yeah, it's like part of like feral flesh.
Epic and based. I love it.
Yeah, and so all the Warframes are made out of feral flesh. That's why his spine looks like that. It's technically feral flesh.
The name Leon has been ruined for me because of Resident Evil. Now every time you say Leon, I just picture like that fucking emo hair.
Yep, whoops up, there he goes. He's flagellating himself.
Yeah!
My character, like, I just want to give this man a hug and tell him he doesn't have to do that.
No, my misandry is strong right now. I'm just like, do it, bitch! Do it, bitch!
And this is Marie.
Yeah? Oh, that's Marie.
Yeah, she is adorable.
Marie!
We love her.
If you believe this place to be dreary, you should see from whence something. Yeah.
From whence I came.
Marie Leroux.
Yeah.
Look at all these fucking people.
Yeah. So the funny thing is when this update first came out, so many people were trying to get into the game to like play it that for a lot of people, me included, the game wouldn't update. It took several tries for me to update my game, we crashed the servers. we inadvertently crashed the servers.
Nice.
Oh, also, I gotta show you mom. I gotta show you Space Mom.
Oh yeah. Space Mom, okay.
Yeah. Oop, hold on. Once I remember how to get to her. Think she's down here? Nope. Wrong stairs. Okay, here we go. So I do have a different skin on her than what she normally looks like, because I'll explain once I get in there.
Wait, you can choose what she looks like?
Yeah. Okay. So at the end of the New War, so during the New War, she gets kidnapped by a guy called Ballast, and I hate Ballast. All my homies hate Ballast. This man is pure garbage. He needs to be thrown away.
Okay.
He was very much obsessed with a woman named Margulis, which is the woman who, when we first got discovered and taken in by the Orkin, she was the one that was tasked with like teaching us how to control our void powers. Now, the bad thing about that is we didn't have control over our void powers, so the character we play as ended up having an accident with our void powers and ended up having her lose her eyes.
Right.
Eventually, Margulis ends up dying because she stood up to Ballast, and Ballast didn't like that. He very much has tiny dick syndrome. So Lotus, aka Space Mom, was then brainwashed and forced to look like Margulis to trick us, like to make us think that she was Margulis, so that so that the orc could eventually kill us. However, she was like, "Fuck that," and took us to the moon, and put us into a deep sleep, so that Wally and his voices wouldn't mess with us anymore. And so that explains why there's such a big gap between the old piece and current time. Well, in the new war, which is one of the missions we can do, she gets kidnapped by Ballas again because Ballas went into his own sleep, and he kidnapped Mom, and was like, I wanted her to be by his side, and so so we essentially had to go and rescue her, but she ends up like dying or something close to dying, and we ended up getting thrown into like space hell, and our drifter had to like come and put her back together, and she ended up like getting kind of angry, understandably, at Ballas, and decided to go after Ballas, and despite the fact that she wasn't completely back to 100%. And so we had to kind of take. So, and between all the time, the operator ends up coming back from space hell, and so we had to kind of go chase her down and be like, "Hey, you're not ready. Stop!" And so we ended up eventually we end up killing Ballas. And Space Mom is really cool, and she pulled Ballas's own trick onto her, because during this whole mission he gaslit her several times. And so she did it. She Uno reversed them and made herself to look like Margulis and said, "Kiss me." And so he did. And she sucked out his soul, or sucked out his power through his mouth, and returned herself to 100%. But the thing is, she's not an actual human woman. She's a sentient, which are like sentient robot people. Well, not really. Okay. I was about to say that sounds really weird. Like sentient robot entities. And they don't have kids the traditional way. They construct their kids because they're sentient robot things. And she was made. The type of sentient she is was made to be able to resemble a person and fool them, which is why she was gaslit into looking like Margulis. So at the end of the new war, whenever she got her powers back, she admitted that, oh hey, I'm having trouble figuring out like which one, because she essentially has 3 personalities in one body, which is Nata, which is her sentient identity, Margulis, which is the identity that was forced onto her by Ballas, and then Lotus, which is the identity that she had originally chosen for herself, whenever she put us to sleep on the moon. So at that time, we get to choose which one of those 3 personalities that she is going to take on. I went with Lotus. Uh-huh. I went with Lotus because that was the identity she originally chose at the beginning of the game, like right before the game. Mm-hmm. So I went with Lotus. However, you can purchase like the skins for the other 2 identities, and you can like customize her to like wear those, even though that doesn't actually change anything. Like it only changes the appearance. It doesn't change anything else. So for me, she's essentially Lotus, just wearing the Margulis skin. Which, as you can tell, she's lost her eyes because we had an accident with our void powers.
Okay.
But yeah, she is the one that was helping us like regain our memories for the old piece, and this is where we were doing it at. It was really weird.
So these robot things that she's like she's a sentient robot and all that. How does that relate to the Warframes?
Well, what? Okay, that's a whole ass process of explaining. They are originally people from Tau, and Mom's dad, our grandpa, was working with the Orkin, and that one time the Orkin and the Sentients were working together, and then the rebels happened, and messed everything up. It's one of those things that it will take way too long to try to explain.
Okay. I mean, it's yeah. No, it sounds like it's a lot.
It is. I'm just now slowly starting to get like I'm starting to understand things.
Yeah.
Also, we get to go into the Descendia. We get to go into Rose's head and try to help him by killing him in his brain.
Oh, wait, who? Kill who and what?
Okay, so Marie and Leon have been tasked to try to reform Leon. And Leon essentially, or not Leon, but Rose essentially asked us, hey, can you help me try to get my memories back? Because, like, this whole becoming a proto-frame just kind of fucked with my memories because Albrecht is a dick. So we had to go into his mind and kill him in his brain, in his mind, to help him with his memories. It's weird. It
Okay.
sounds... And the thing is, we have to go through 21 levels of hell.
When you realize that each time he cleans something, he makes something.
Oh, wait, hang on. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21. Okay, that's divisible by 3. That makes sense.
Yeah.
You don't know why that... Wait, you don't know why I said that?
Look, I don't know.
I was thinking of Dante because Dante does everything in 3s.
Well, I mean, it could be very much based off that because he is a double frame and this is 21 levels of hell.
Yeah, exactly. Like, because Dante wrote everything in Terzarima, which is like rhyme schemes of 3, and it's 3 books of the Divine Comedy, and it's like I think a number of cantos in. I think the number of cantos in the Divine Comedy is divisible by 3. I can't remember if it's 21 or 24 or 27.
Yeah.
Tinkering with forces they clearly did not understand.
Also, one of my Christmas presents to myself was essentially buying the complete pack for Warframe, which includes the a pre-built version of Uriel, his weapon, all of the like a 3-day affinity boost, all of the Gemini skins for like the 3 proto frames, and like 750 platinum.
That's a lot.
Yeah. It was also like $40.
Yeah. I mean, my birthday present to myself was $200, so you know what? That's fair. You know what? I'll take it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, in total, I spent $100 on myself because
Christmas present. My brain's not working. Sorry. Yeah.
Because I spent like actually I spent $100 because back in October I pre-ordered a plushie of one of the characters from this game that doesn't like ship. That doesn't ship until the end of this month. So that's my other Christmas present. Oh, God! I jumped a little bit.
Oh
too
yeah,
high.
I remember you were mentioning that. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Ah! Oh God, where are you, bud? Ah, that's not what I wanted to do. That's not what I wanted. Where are you? Oh, there you are. You're over here. Yeah, because this is the Steel Path version of this of the Descendia, which means that it's like all the enemies are more powerful, and you don't get any. If you die, you don't get revived in the Steel Path version. So unless your teammates revive you before you die, then you don't get back up.
Yeah.
Oh, I get to show you his ultimate. Let me find a group of monsters.
Okay.
Let me see. Everything gets turned to fire and everything starts taking damage. Which is why you're seeing all the damage numbers.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, white damage numbers mean regular damage. Anything that's not white means critical damage, and depending on the color, depends on like how good the crit is. Purple means damage to their shields, I think. Ooh, someone's playing a Noko.
Ooh.
I can tell because he's got his mushrooms down. Also, you can bounce on the mushrooms if you wanted to.
Wait, you can bounce on the mushrooms?
Yeah. Let me see if I can.
This is fucking awesome.
Which makes sense because Noko's ultimate is basically you sending out a ball, and if it bounces on the mushrooms, it helps the mushrooms out. It gives them like more pulses if it bounces on them.
Yeah. Ooh. Ah! Oh no!
Yeah. Well,
okay, you're.
But that's how we go down to the next level.
It's just falling down, like the ground just goes under you. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah. Because if we don't, we get caught on fire.
Oh, what you do? You get caught on fire if the ground does not go underneath. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's fucking weird, but okay.
Because there's a pillar of fire, like all the floors. Once you get done with like a particular floor, it gets caught on fire. So.
Well, that's unfortunate for anyone trying to live there. It's just like, what am I gonna do?
I mean, to be fair, no one's actually living here. This is someone's brain. You're in someone's mind.
Well, there's a lot of people in someone's brain right now. Look at all of them.
Yeah, well, like the enemies are connected to him. Like, which ones are we fighting
This
now?
is some Persona shit, bro.
Yeah, it's weird.
Are we gonna change their heart by killing all the enemies?
I'm not sure. Oh, hold on. That's why I couldn't pick those up. I'm dumb and I can't read things properly, apparently.
Aww. No, I've seen crazy shit like this in games like this where there's just like numbers and words everywhere, and it's like you can't see the thing you're supposed to loot under all of the other text. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that ain't your fault. It's the UI. The UI is kind of goofy.
Did you not have the sense to flee?
Also, yes, if you're wearing one of the Gemini skins on a Warframe, they'll just sometimes talk.
Oh, good. So they have at least some voice to them.
Yeah. What I like to do, and I'll show you this later, but there's one, ooh, nice. This one.
Actually, sorry. You know, I was thinking earlier, like, this is kind of a bit like that shit in like fucking Final Fantasy X-2, where you get like dress spheres or whatever, and they're like sometimes there are people imprisoned in those spheres, so like you wear the outfit, and it's kind of like you're sharing your body with that person. You know what I mean?
Yeah, which is funny that you say that because there's there's
Trust.
okay. So normally when someone becomes a Warframe, they lose their sentience. They're no longer sentient.
Hunting with a
Oh god. Okay. However, there's there's 3 Warframes where they actually kept. Oh hey Dallas.
Hey Xylanth.
There's 3 Warframes that have been known to keep their sentience. But now it's just down to 2 because one of them died.
Oh.
Well, okay, so it went down to 2, but now it's back up to 3 because weird shit happened. And the reason why they kept their sentience is because it was by design that they kept it, because in all 3 cases it was because of ballast. Ballast.
So wait, Ballast actually caused the sentience in these other Warframes?
Yeah, and the 3 Warframes that had the sentience, they were kept that way because Ballast found a way to keep it, and he did it to torture them because the process is extremely painful. We learned that firsthand because we go into the mind of one of these sentient Warframes and we experience his transformation through his own eyes.
So wait, why do we use them then?
Well, we use them in order to fight, because they're able to do things that we're not able to. And so,
okay, cool.
Yeah, and so.
But why do we use them though? Like, why? Like that? Like it clearly this is like a really unjust thing.
Well, the whole reason that game into existence is because the Orkin are assholes. That's why.
Right. Sawi Firenze waving. Right. Yeah.
As far as now, now the channel are using them for good. We're trying.
But the faction you belong to is the one that made a pact with the god of indifference, essentially. So again, this is like some sort of weird like colonialism thing where you're like kind of turning a blind eye.
Well, no. The reason why we made a pact with Wally is because when we did the void, when the ship that we were on tried to do the void jump, if an accident happened and a bunch of void energy ended up flooding the ship, and being flooded with hold on, how am I supposed to collect it? Okay, I think Marie is a little bit broken.
Oh, okay.
We're not allowed to. We're not able to collect the blessing. It's kind of weird.
Too many people around, maybe.
Maybe. Anyways.
I mean, yeah.
Anyways, when the void energy flooded into the ship, our parents ended up going completely insane. Like, and they started attacking the kids, and the kids had to barricade themselves in the classroom of the ship. And if we didn't make the deal with Wally, we would have died.
Well, that's what I'm saying though. So like, so have you ever been okay? You've ever had family members or something, right? Who were constantly giving you shit, right?
Yeah.
So, eventually you kind of just shut down. Like, you just like, kind of like shut down, you feel nothing. Because it's like, you have to. It's like that. Like, I feel like it's a metaphor I feel like Wally is a metaphor for that. Where like these terrible things happen to these children, and they embrace indifference, lack of feeling in order to protect themselves.
Yeah.
And then in doing that, they become inured, or they become immune to the kind of the excess of empathy that would occur if they actually thought about what it meant to use the Warframes. You know what I mean?
Well, the thing is,
it's like how we buy our sneakers and we don't want to think about all the child labor. You know what I mean? Like that shit.
well, the thing is, the whole reason why the because before the Tenno came along, the Warframes, okay, so the Tenno were able to actually help the Warframes with their pain and everything, because they were in constant pain. The fact that we were able to empathize with them was how we were able to take their pain away. That's how we were able to use them. We were able to take their pain away.
So using them makes them feel better.
Yes, because when
that's just some house elf bullshit.
I feel like I don't think I'm explaining it right. I'm not explaining it right.
No, it's fine. I mean, so you're probably explaining it just fine. It's just that for narratives like this, there's no for narratives like this, there's no right answer. You know, it's there's always aspects of it that are fucked up or questionable. Yes, people will say yes, the pain goes away, but does it really? It's I don't know. It sounds to me like there's a bunch of different factions with their own agendas. So it's what can you really believe about it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna have to go in about 10 minutes.
Okay.
Wait, no, you died? Fuck,
no, I didn't. No, I didn't die. The other person went down.
Oh, okay. Oh, you helped them. That's nice.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on. That's a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
No, you fell in the lava. Why are you in the lava?
I was trying to get away long enough to where my shields came back.
Stop being in lava. Why would you want to be in lava? How silly. How goofy. What a goofy choice you obviously made. Because obviously you chose to go to the lava.
Yeah. But some of the so the Warframes that are still sentient, they were turned that way as punishment by Valis, and one of them we needed to find in order to help take down Valis, and
I have to say something that you just said.
What
is very resonant with something directly connected to Ramos in my chapter, so enjoy that.
So we ended up getting him, and we tried to transference into him, which is basically where we kind of push our brain into the Warframe to in order to take control. But because he's sentient, he kind of yeeted us out of his own body and held a blade throw and then ran off.
Yeah.
Because
makes sense.
Because he was confused. He didn't know that we weren't trying to hurt him. That we needed his help. So we ended up having to chase him down and transference into him and help take his pain away and help him and convince him that, hey, we're not the bad guys. We're not here to hurt you. We just want to help. We just want to take Valis down, and we need your help. And so he now lets us, take control. And the funny thing is, if you're on a mission and you transference out of him, he'll fight by your side.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. So the ones that are sentient are able to actually yeet us out of their body if they don't want us in there, because they have done that before. One of the other sentient Warframes ended up becoming a Warframe when she was pregnant.
Yay.
Yeah, and her boyfriend was also forced into becoming a Warframe because they belong to different like caste systems, like the CASTE word.
Yeah, I know what caste system is.
Well, I'm sorry. And
Yeah, it's okay.
it because they belong to different caste systems, they weren't allowed to be together, and the fact that they were together and got pregnant was a big no-no. So they both became a Warframe, and she was used to perform executions. And eventually, during the current timeline of the game, she starts dying, and her boyfriend doesn't know why she's dying, and so he tries to save her himself, but like he wasn't able to. And Space Grandpa, which used to be which was his employer, was like, the only person that can save her is, oh gosh, so I failed. So Space Grandpa was like, the only person that can actually save her is the person you hate the most, which is us, because what happened was we took in his eyes, we took away the only way he could get his girlfriend back by killing the Orokin, and so that mixed with the fact that we used the Warframes is kind of why he tried to kill us. And at first he's like he doesn't want to ask for our help because he hates us. So Space Grandpa eventually convinces him to actually ask for our help. So he goes into our orbiter. He sneaks onto our orbiter, sneaks up to where we where our body is whenever we transfer it into Warframes, and basically forces our hand to help him. And so we transfer into Jade, which is the name of the Warframe that was pregnant.
Wait, I'm confused.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. There's a couple, right? One's pregnant, one's not, whatever. They're both turned into Warframes, right?
Yes, and Jade was pregnant when she became a Warframe.
Right. So, but then the male of the couple is the one worried about the pregnant one.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Yes, because whenever like after she became so this is Jade. This is the one that was pregnant.
Right.
Back when the Orokin was still around, she was used to do executions, and whenever she wasn't executing someone, she was put into stasis. And Ballas would sit there and would tease is not a strong enough word, but he would essentially tease her that her child would never be born because she was kept in stasis unless she needed to kill someone for him. And
Wait. Sorry, I'm confused though. I'm confused by something. By even more things. So, not only was the boyfriend worried about her because of all of this, but Ballas, he would go and taunt her.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
am I okay?
Okay. The worrying thing about her, like, didn't happen until current times, because she didn't start dying until current times.
Vesp, the problem I have is that the idea is, aren't they? So the idea I have is like, okay, only 3 Warframes are sentient, right?
Yes.
And these are not one of them.
Well, Jade is. Jade was sentient.
So Jade was. What about her boyfriend?
Yes, he was sentient too.
So is he one of the 3, or
Yes.
is he and her one of the 3?
Yes, they're each
Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so like, because I was like, wait, they're not sentient. Why is he worried about her? Why would she be taunted? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
what?
yeah,
Wait, what's going on with that?
yeah. Because
You have to lead up with yes, they're sentient.
sorry,
Because
sorry.
otherwise, I'm just like, why do they have emotions? What's happening?
Okay, so the reason why they became Warframes, they were kept in they were kept sentient was because of was for their punishment, because they were in a relationship they weren't allowed to be in because they were
right.
And so Ballas essentially punished them with being kept as sentient and being made Warframes. And Stalker, which is the boyfriend, thought that if he remained really loyal to the Orokin, he would eventually be reunited with Jade. However,
womp womp.
However, that never happened, and it eventually eventually got to the point where he forgot who she was. But like he was still he like it was one of those things where he forgot who she was, but he was still trying to like get her back. It was one of those things. And whenever the Tenno, which is what our characters are called, started killing all the Orchids because of what happened in the Old Piece and the rebellion and Ballas being an asshole.
Why is Jade purple?
Because that's the color scheme I chose for her.
Oh, you chose it. Okay.
Yeah, this is what her normal color scheme is. Because we killed the Orokin.
So her normal color scheme isn't even green?
But no, there is green. See, there's green.
Where's the fucking green? Oh, there's the green. Okay.
In our tummy.
Okay.
When we killed all the Orokin, we took the only way he could get his girlfriend back, but she ended up saving him from us because we were going to kill him during the events that followed the Old Peace, because during the whole kerfuffle with the fighting and thing, we were going to kill him, but she managed to save him and spare him away. During current times, he has been taking care of her. And she started dying. And he doesn't know why. Like, he doesn't know why she was dying. All he knows is that she's dying. So he tried to save her himself. And, Space Grandpa was like, you know the only way to save her is to get the Tenno involved, right? You know that, right? And he was like, and Stalker was like, Stalker didn't want to get our help because he hates us for justifiably good reasons, probably, like because of the whole taking his own way of getting his girlfriend back and using Warframes. In his mind, that's justifiable.
Sure.
And not Ballas. I keep calling Space Grandpa Ballas. He's not Ballas. Space Grandpa eventually convinces him to come seek our help. So he does. And we transfer into her, but by the time we do this, by the time he actually comes to get our help, there's no saving her. She's quite literally on death's doorstep. So we managed to get her like a couple of seconds of extra time, but she ends up dying. But in her place was their son. So we went from having 3 sentient Warframes to 2 sentient Warframes back to 3 because her son, their son, is technically sentient. So now we have Stalker, who has now become a father, who is now taking care of a teeny tiny little baby Warframe, and is cute and adorable.
With that, I think we're gonna head out.
Sorry, I'm sorry. I know this is weird, but I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I'm just kind of basically like I've already had a pretty full day, and now it's just sort of like I don't know.
One of the days I'm gonna have to find a video that explains this stuff and just send it to you. So explain it better than I can, because I'm not good at explaining things. I just tend to like
I mean,
I tend to vomit out information and expect you to understand it, and I don't mean to.
No, I get it. It makes sense though. Like I get it. Like in the way that I'm interpreting it, like where there's like kind of like there's this sort of these metaphors of enslavement and all of that. And it kind of using that metaphor, it kind of makes sense. So I get it. I just like the small, like the minutia. It's just kind of like going over my head. But the big picture, it's like, oh, okay. So you get this faction and this faction and this faction, but overall, it's a question of like it's a question of who uses these warframes and how, and how do we deal with the legacy of this honestly really fucked up thing that this culture, this now dead culture, the Orokin, left behind. Like, what do we do with that?
Yeah. Because like the Orokin themselves, not a good people. They were known.
Yeah.
For, like,
well, no shit. They made this.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, not even just that, but the fact that the higher up people, like the executors and the leaders, is in order to like keep from dying because they have natural lifespans like normal people do. In order to remain immortal, they would pick out people that they would then erase the person's mind from them. Like they would erase everything of that person, like the personality stuff, and transfer their own mind to that person.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like,
which is again fucked up.
Yeah.
So I think I honestly I don't know about this Ballast guy, but I hate the Orokin. Like they're the ones that really hate. They seem like assholes. I don't know about this Ballast guy. He seems like a dick, but whatever. Anyway.
Everyone hates Ballast.
Sure. All right, I'm gonna go. Have fun.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
FreggythePod left. Gremlinglich left.
Okay, so I think I have another friend that we're gonna get into a voice call with while I live stream. Also, Logan, are you still in here? I'm assuming. I know Jonathan probably is. Let me see. Let me.
Gremlinglich joined.
Nice. Okay, so. Oh, hi, girl. I just tagged you to see if you want to get in voice chat, cause So, okay, once you get into voice chat, I'll try to
Gorok
explain.
1089 joined.
Hey, Gorok.
I'm here.
Okay, so I had my other friend that was that doesn't know anything about Warframe, and voice call, and I was trying my best to explain like Warframe and explain why we use the Warframe, and I feel like I was not doing a good enough job.
I mean, I'm pretty down with the lore. I could probably explain it.
Yeah, they had to leave to like go do stuff. So like, and I was trying to explain why we use Warframes because they were like, because they were kind of confused as to why we use Warframes, because due to the fact that the Warframes used to be people that were forcibly turned into Warframes, and I'm like, we're trying to use them for good now, but like we use them like we had to use them for war right back when, but now we're trying to use them for good. I wasn't doing a good job.
Well, yeah, part of the reason was, just if you end up going back to explaining more of it later, the reason we were using the Warframe specifically is that, during the war with the Sentients, the Sentients had absolute control over technology. They could instantly override any electronic system, instantly control enemy machinery and turn them against it themselves. There was a recount that Roth gave of an encounter with the Sentients in the early days when there was like an Orkan warship that was approaching a sentient fleet,
Yeah.
and the sentients just took one look at the ship and just flipped all of its safeties off, and then just cooked the entire ship alive
Oh, jeez.
without having to lift a finger.
Yeah.
And that was kind of the wake up call of like, oh yeah, we're fucking outmatched, and our technology doesn't work. So in their desperation, they looked towards the infestation, which, due to how it works, could not be remote hacked. And so they were like, all right, let's make our own infested that can be properly controlled and send them after the sentients instead.
Yeah. So my friend doesn't have a YouTube channel, so she can't talk in chat. So she's kind of messaging me in Discord, ask questions, and one of the things was, so they decided to sacrifice people to fight a stronger power. I'm like, sounds it?
Basically, this was their surefire way of circumventing the whole, oh yeah, our enemy can just turn our technology against us problem. And that went well for a little bit, and then the Warframes went crazy.
Yeah.
And then they're like, okay, well, fuck, now we're back to square one. How do we deal with this issue?
Yeah, because who would have thunk that putting someone through an extremely painful process to become a Warframe would make them lose their minds? Who would have thunk it?
Yeah, and that wasn't great. They were back to square one, but then they found the children survivors of the Zeraman 10-0.
Yeah, and we were able to take the pain away and make them not angry.
Yeah, they're like, these children with strange psychic powers might be the key to this problem. And so then Margulis kind of set on the path of like, hey, how do we train these children to be the psychic nodes that control our army of mutant super soldiers?
Yeah.
And thus were the Tenno born.
Yeah. Also, I was trying to explain that Wally to my friend. I don't think I did a good enough job.
Is she on the line? Is she listening?
No, yeah, she's watching the stream.
So yes. Well, okay. Is she familiar with warlocks in D&D?
Yes, because she is one of the people I play D&D with, and she said hi.
Hello. Yes, the Tenno are basically warlocks.
Yes, and yeah, because sorry, go ahead.
And this entity, the Indifference, also known as the Man in the Wall.
Oh, hold on. So I'm gonna hold on. If you can go to the the gaming VC and my server, if you could go to that, she wants to get a voice because I think she wants to be able to ask questions without having to go through me.
Sure. Let me just invite her to the server.
I think okay that if we're allowed, if I can, hold on. There we go. I sent you a link to an invite to the thing. Audrey, you want to join so you can hop on?
FreggythePod joined.
There we go.
Okay, hi. No, hi, I'm slightly drunk too. That was kind of the gimmick of why I was on there, because it was very funny.
That's
but
fair.
yeah. So my thing is like, I guess I understand Wally. My thought is just sort of like, okay, so you have the Warframes. They were essentially sacrificed to become they sacrifice to become the ultimate soldier, this sort of like, you know, honestly, technically enslaved race. And then you bring in this sort of god or demigod of indifference, this creature that embodies indifference. You bring that into a narrative where there's an enslaved race. That's a big fucking tell. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I feel like my reading of Wall-E is that it's a reference to the complacency of any civilization to the, you know, the existential horrors that, you know, you see in that's like what I'm talking about. Like,
it's all
like cause like I was saying to Glitch, like, you know, like, oh hey, we got like, you know, we buy our sneakers and we don't think about like all the child labor and shit like that, like the indifference. That's what I'm talking about. Like, that's what I think that's a reference to. That is what
Wall-E physically represents.
Yeah, like that's what and the fact that like he is essentially the warlock patron, so to speak, because I heard you saying that. Like, that's kind of a big thing, I think. Like, that's a big fucking deal, because it connects you to the player in essence, because it makes you think about these real life metaphors, like these real life things that this whole thing is a metaphor for, you know? Like, so I think they've explained it very well. It's just that when Glitch is explaining all the like the smaller stuff to me, I'm like, okay. But really, it's a colonialism and slavery metaphor. Like, let's overall, like the big picture is this.
It is all a very flashy science fantasy allegory.
Yeah.
For our apathy in the face of the horrors of our reality.
Yes, that is, yeah. So basically, I do understand. I'm just coming on here briefly again to say I do understand. You've explained it very well. It's just that I'm interpreting it in a broad sense. You know what I mean?
I'm just not good at explaining things, and I thought I was doing it bad.
No. It's just that I don't know. Like, I'm a fucking English major here. That's like what I do. I have to like look at things from the broad perspective of like, what is this narrative serve? What purpose is this narrative serving in our world by being told?
Yeah, Vesper. It doesn't help that this is some of the most, you know, famously convoluted, complex, and contradictory lore by design.
Yeah.
You had a bit of an uphill battle already.
Yeah, it's probably supposed to be very complex, because it's a metaphor for an extremely complex problem in real life societies.
Told through robot-based ninjas.
Yeah, and you're playing as a character with their own place in the narrative. This like essentially this warlock of the god of indifference, this person bound to the concept of indifference, because
You're playing a fucking traumatized child soldier trying to find reason in a world that doesn't have it.
Yeah. Which, honestly, so real. We're all, everybody is that. That is everybody. In real life, that is everybody. We're just kind of we're just trying to find meaning. Is it meaning? Who the fuck knows?
Yeah.
One must imagine Sisyphus happy.
Oh. Ain't that Camus?
I believe so.
I fucking love Camus, bro.
but Audrey can attest. I have a tendency to be like, I want to tell you about Warframe. Here, let me like info dump at 1,000,000 miles a second, and expect you to keep up.
Here's what you have a tendency to do. You have a tendency to underestimate yourself. That's what you have a tendency to fucking do.
Yeah, and I also feel I'm so I can't do words.
You can't do words immediately. You need a little time to do words, but you get there.
Yeah, I've come to realize that like when I get excited about something, I just want to like dump everything, or just talk about it and then dump everything, and
Yeah.
and because of that, I feel like I don't do a good enough job, because I feel like when I'm explaining it, I have to like go back several steps, and then I end up like just rambling. And
well, that's just any like good. That's just like any good lore. It's just something where you're trying to explain it, and it's like, oh wait, there's this other thing that complicates the situation, and I have to explain this, and then there's this other thing that complicates that, and I have to explain. Like, that's just good lore.
This thing, literally.
Yeah, there's very few, and one of the sort of themes in this is, well, there's a whole lot of themes, overarching themes through this, but one of the themes there is very few people are just completely irredeemably bad.
Palace.
There are a few. Namely Palace, yes.
I can give a list of the ones that I think are irredeemable, and it's just 3 of them.
All right, you guys have fun with this. I just wanted to come on and let Vesp know that no, they explained it perfectly well. I'm just kind of trying to like laser focus on the themes.
Picture.
Yeah, the broader picture. Anyway, you guys have fun. I'm out. Bye.
FreggythePod left.
But yeah.
Also, I try to do Steel Path of the 21 floors with randos, and it didn't turn out so good.
Yeah.
And I also made Marie slightly mad at me.
Oh, well, why'd you do that?
I didn't look. The conversation of Albrecht came up, and because I asked her if she asked her how she met Intrani, and she mentioned that he was a cardinal, and she said it might surprise you how many years he spent in the church preaching to our flock, and I said, I am not. He's a good liar. And she kind of got mad because she said, I appreciate that your experience with him are not the same as mine, but you must also understand that to me, he was nothing but kind and caring. And she ended up saying, do your truth invalidate mine, or whose am I? Wait. Do your truth invalidate mine, or whose am I meant to believe? Shall I condemn every act of mercy, every act of gentleness he showed in his years among the parish? I think not. Forgive me, I shall not make a monster out of him simply because you say so. So I made her mad at me. But like I understand her perspective. Like I fully do, but at the same time though, I've seen what he's done.
Yes, but my interpretation of the line, can the Orokin ever be forgiven? He's not talking about Rogue.
Yeah.
He's talking about himself.
Which I don't think he can, and it is not because he's an Orokin, it's because he himself is an asshole.
Yes, but what he's saying is he's blaming himself for the actions of the Orokin in large part because he was, what's the word? Complicit in a lot of their misdeeds. Even if he didn't do a lot of them himself, he still helped by giving the Orokin Empire the keys to the kingdom.
Yeah.
And so he often, I imagine, sees himself as the monster for having done that. That's really the big difference between him and Ballas.
Yeah.
For me, is that he's clearly misguided. He's clearly too far up his own ass to see the big picture. But he actually regrets what he's done. Unlike Ballas.
Yeah, and at this point, if Ballas ever did come to like regret what he did, yeah, I don't care if he ever regrets it. There is no forgiveness.
Yeah. Do I have the option to open with a flirt with Marie?
Really?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it might not be a flirt, but it could be interpreted as a flirt. She opens with, "I hope you do not think me rude for asking, but I am so terribly curious. Do you have a faith in the luminaries or otherwise?" And I could open with, "What if I said I was more interested in you instead? Would that be blasphemous?"
Oh my gosh.
I'm not gonna open with that. I'm gonna give it a little bit of time.
Yeah. Though I did end up getting the highlighted text for Roth at the very least. Because we were talking about Wally and what exactly he is. But at the very least, I'm making progress with Roth. At least, I feel bad for messing things up with Marie. And the thing is, I didn't even make it like my drifter. I don't even think my drifter was trying to make it like out to where they were trying to tell Marie to make him out to a monster. They were just saying, "Oh hey, he's really good at lying." Like they weren't trying to invalidate her. I'm like, oh god, my poor drifter is just really bad at communicating. Like me. Like the drifter has a very different, like, has seen Albrecht in a very different way, and so they see him as a liar, while Marie doesn't. I'm like, we're seeing a different version of the same person.
Oh, is it interesting?
What?
Well, in order for the canon Manisha response, as when Marie asks about faith, I respond, as Manisha responds with, "No, I don't. I don't believe in gods. Just science we don't understand yet." We have a bit of a back and forth about like the indifference and its nature of the god or not. And then she goes, "But I wonder, does this not believing, does it bring you peace?" And I can answer pretty plainly with, "It does," or "It doesn't," or "I haven't looked at it."
What was the last option?
I honestly don't think much about it. So I decide, does it bring her peace?
Oh, and it does give us the option to reset the memories of the of whichever group we want to for like but you can only do it once every 28 days.
What was that?
You can on the screen of the computer, you have, if you on the lower right hand side,
Yes, you can.
yeah.
I
Because Rose asked if I believe that the entity that we call the indifference existed before Albrecht dealt with it, and I responded with how my drifter would and said, yeah, I think it did. All he did was give it a shape and form. And he was like, not you too. I'm like, Rose, my man. If I had all the answers, I would gladly share them, but I'm just going on what I understand.
So I asked Roth why do you call Maria sycophant? And he goes, that woman is interminable in her unwavering obsessive dedication for Albrecht. I would say the butler should be worried, but I honestly, firmly believe it is an innocent devotion. And this is coming from me. She simply is just that mind-numbingly sanctimonious.
Yeah.
Wow. So I responded with, she has brought it up a bit. She's convinced he can do no wrong. And he goes, precisely. I'm unsure if one of those primitive caiths kicked her in the head as a child, or if she is truly that sorely lacking for father figures. I do not know.
Oh my God, Rose. Forget the water bottle. He just needs to get tossed into a river a couple times.
This is your husbando.
I know. I'm as exacerbated with him as I am attracted to him. Honestly, as much as I love Rose, talking to him gives me a headache. Maybe,
I gotta go talk to him.
huh?
I realized I was in a group with you. I've gotta talk to the Quills, give them some of my bits.
Yeah, like talking to Rose gives me a headache. Not because he's a bad person to talk to. It's mainly because he is clearly a very smart man, and I do not have the intelligence to keep up with what he's saying. After you talk with the Quills, what do you want to do? Gorok?
On.
Sorry.
Uncle was talking a bit about his past.
Ah.
You know?
Yeah.
As for what to do, I'd be up for doing more of the Rebellion, more of the Descendia. Primarily those. A lot more of the courses.
Yeah, we could do the Descendia.
Sure, let me send you an invitation. Normal or steel path?
Let's do normal.
Normal. Descend the Descendia.
Also, for some reason, Maria's bugged for me.
Oh?
During my last go through, when we got to, whoa, what the fuck? When we got to her spot, she wouldn't give me anything.
No, we talked about this last time we went through. She already gave you the blessing. That's why you can't get it again.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Tinkering with
Sorry.
forces they clearly did not
That's all right.
understand.
That's just by design.
Holy project sealed this onto your psyche, Rose.
Also, when you get a chance to look who I bought with me.
Where are you?
Right here.
Ordis!
Yeah, I decided I was going to buy his skins because I want to be able to bring orders with me sometimes.
Ordis. It's all the Ordis Royal.
Yeah, I also did a thing that I would never thought I would do. I bought a skin for Mom.
Oh? Which one?
I bought the blinded Margulis one.
Oh, there's a blinded Margulis version?
Yeah.
Alright, that must be new.
I believe the meaning of this is quite clear. Death, and a great deal of it, flesh and gold.
Boing.
Oh, little orders are taking a little nap. No.
Little guy.
Little guy got eepy.
Beeping and beeping.
Yep.
Idiots! Did you not have the sense to flee?
Honestly, this penance is just a useful one. Especially in Steel Path.
Yeah.
Spoils of war? And what is that odor? Rose, is this your true form?
This one is easy. The air on Tau was toxic for us, and so efforts had to be made to make it less so. See that you do the same if you wish to survive. nothing more. Would have retreated. Usually, I relish tension, but I recommend staying out of the light. Trust me.
Dear sweet giant cat, lead us swiftly to the heart of corruption. This place, it reeks of evil. Even the look of it speaks of horror.
I hate to tell you, Marie, but your dear Albrecht is to blame for most of this aesthetic. Now you serve a purpose. Meat. Pardon me.
Here, I might gather you into my mind, if only for a little. Is there a purpose to your stalling, or have you fallen asleep?
Well, that's kind of freaky.
Tout sauf ça, je veux pas être piégée dans l'esprit de ce singe pour toute l'éternité.
Marie, I wish I knew what you were saying.
Alas, she is full.
Yeah.
May soul guide you.
We went to Tau to make a new and glorious home for ourselves. Resources were simply required to begin again. Seems a terrible plan to leave me here. And you thought to stop me? Some advice I learned early in my career, if I may. It is not what you kill, but who you kill that matters in the end. So, get out there and kill someone. Special.
important when on the battlefield, I suppose.
You got your zippy.
Yep.
I, alas, have to do this the old-fashioned way. We could always, it would always be fun to see who could win an air race. To Tanya or,
Gross. Yeah. That would be pretty funny.
Also, we now have a male frame that can fly.
Yeah.
It used to be a female-exclusive thing. Oh, where the fuck was the next one? Oh, that was the next one. Because you had Zephyr, you had Hildred, you had Titania, and you had what was the fourth one?
Oh, come on, Rose. Would you stop being a fucking cat for like 2 seconds? There we go.
Rose? Not be a cat?
Yeah, he decided he wanted to be like, yeah, no, we're not gonna fly. Cause fuck you, that's why.
You might as well expect to ask a fish not to swim.
The cost of war. Bloodshed. Accustomed to not trusting that which I see. I may be to blame for this one.
Behold, your ruin.
Wait. So materials dropped from your attempts to loot.
This suffering begins to feel like great boulders. One more upon my shoulders with each floor.
Indeed. Imagine what it was like to live this kind of carnage in the waking world, Marie.
Whoever did life to this beast thinks themselves equal to the luminaries. Please, I ask you, undo this blasphemy.
I kind of wonder if since our little wolf guy was once an actual friend, if the other two weren't friends as well at one point.
This is becoming insufferable.
Yeah, if we're gonna see, if we're gonna see Nira or the owl in the future.
Yeah.
You are bless your path.
Like an unfortunate urchin, Father Leon Allard has become caught in machinery. If this descent is to continue, best make sure he is not chewed to pieces.
You got Nonoria here too?
Huh?
Did you get Nonoria for that?
I did not. Why? Or did you?
I got Nonoria for defending Father Leon in the Descendia 3 times.
Oh, nice. I may have already gotten it, I'm not sure.
Yeah, because I don't think I did this any more times than you did. I think every time I've gone through Descendia, it has been with you.
Yeah.
Except for those two test fights with Rogue.
Wait, are you playing Owie?
No.
I am now very confused.
What?
I swear I just heard her voice.
Sure you weren't hearing one of the Anarchs?
It might have been, but it sounded like Owie's voice, and I'm very confused.
Because the Anarchs do have female members.
That is true, but I am very confused.
Mindless destruction. Perhaps this is a memory of the devils from when he was a little boy smashing his toys.
A massacre of targets that do not fight back? Familiar. The only problem is narrowing it down.
The luminaries took pity on all these poor souls.
How ill-equipped we Orokin were for war. That we had no gods behind which
so
to
we
take
have a
shelter
slight
from
problem?
the atrocity of it all, which...
Yeah?
I can't use any of my weapons.
The devil is our locomotive, and we must blow off his steam.
Oh, that's interesting. This is a known glitch with the Caith sometimes. Well, I happen to be aiming at events, so let me take care of it.
I'm in my drifter, sorry. My drifter is able to use their gun.
I'm standing in front of another. Oops, look. Pressure target shifted.
Once more, you slithered out like a worm grown homesick for my guts.
Even his memories are a mess. Clean this place up. Take what suits you. He obviously does not care for it.
Remember, I am no...
Oh, now I can use that.
bribed at your will.
Yeah, sometimes going in and out of transference helps with that.
Yeah.
Alright, we may want to head down before the flames cook us.
Yep.
Like fleeting thoughts that escape one's grasp, these devices seek to elude us.
Answer was to run.
Ouch. I guess I'll do the honors.
Oh, sorry.
Each time we do this, you bleed a little more out of me. Oh, what a sick game this is. I like it.
Okay, so his card is somewhere in here.
Oh? Oh, his little Prex card.
Yeah. I just don't know which room it is. Which room it's in.
Well, if you find it up there, let me know. I made the mistake of jumping all the way down.
Yeah. There is a Soma cord fragment here up here.
Aha! I used the grappling hook to get back up.
I didn't find the card, so it might not be in this particular room.
Where's the fragment?
Up there.
This is critical.
Right here.
This requires your complete attention.
I don't know where the card's at though, because it's not in this room, I don't think.
Also, did you hear Rose telling us to hurry up?
No, I didn't hear that.
He said, this requires your complete attention.
Ah, yeah, I heard that part.
That's what he meant.
Okay,
That was him saying, get the fuck up.
okay, so it's not in here.
I'm very proud I was able to figure out the grappling hook to get back up.
Yep.
It could be in Roth's throne room, and we just need to scan the room when we beat his ass.
Yeah.
Like after we beat him, but before we destroy the throne.
Yeah.
Embody that is grander than me!
Shield us with your grace! Bless our blades with your light!
Alright. Time to take a look around.
It might only be on Still Path, I'm not entirely sure. I'm not seeing that. Oh, I didn't even notice he was up here.
Yep. And the Perks card ain't just like sitting on his throne or something.
No. I had to check. I'm gonna have to check the TikTok I saw later.
Oh well. Time to turn his throne to rubble.
We'll see you soon.
You know?
Yep.
Alright, gonna go see what voicemails have been sent to me. Sentience.
Also, I sent you.
Operator, Otis
Um,
is picking up a distress signal.
I sent you
Wait.
the thing
It's just the corpus peddling their wares again.
about the Margulis skin. God, they on Ragnarok. It was like I imagine like it was Ragnar that was the one to scar Margulis because they were the one that they're the one. I kind of imagine them being one, either the last or one of the last to learn how to control their void magic or their void powers, and so they were the ones that had the accident. I kind of imagine.
Oh, interesting. Okay, while you were talking, Roth was also talking to me.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry.
It's okay. But yeah, I won't tell you what he talked about, but
We
it
did
is
not
interesting.
expect to lose. After the Sentient's first expeditionary strike, we had prepared a punitive counterblast. The Gilderglass Enchantress rose out of Serra's fog on lethal wings, a galleon laden heavy with drones and silver-armored myrmidons. Circuitry, fine as mist, formed a delicate lace beneath their translucent plating. So vast she was that she barely cleared the edges of the solar rail. The Sentients made sure we saw the outcome. They sang and our technology failed. Our warriors struggled and suffocated inside their shining suits. The crew of the Gilderglass Enchantress roasted alive as she
Interesting.
swan-dived engineless through the skies of Tau, a complex and costly firework.
So I'm looking at the differences between the Margulis skin and the scarred Margulis skin right now.
Yeah.
And the scarred one also has like a streak of white hair. I wonder what that's about. But yes, we could say that Ragnar was the one to do that.
Yeah. Considering that even void jumping tends to be something they're not good at because they keep jumping into walls. I am honestly surprised they have managed to survive this long.
Alright, what are we doing now?
I don't know.
Action.
I think I have like one more mission in me before I'm gonna probably go for the night.
That's entirely fair. Then I can probably do some raiding.
Yeah, well, I'm the one that has to do some responses, so.
Touche. Alright, do you want to do a Kurita Rebellion mission?
Sure. Sure.
Kurita. Okay, question then becomes, which one do you want to do?
I'm fine with whatever.
I think the Hunvalus might be my favorite.
Okay.
Hunvalus.
Yay, Chihuahua Rebellion.
Chihuahua.
Which is fitting, considering I kind of imagine Ragnar being a not so tiny Chihuahua. Yeah, because they're 6 foot tall and they act like they act like a Chihuahua.
Defy the indifference and awaken your memories of the Kurita Rebellion. You have only 12 minutes before the memory of the Hunvalus itself will arise to drag you under.
One of our scouts just got captured. I don't need to tell you what the Anarchs are capable of. Get them out of there.
Alright, we'll try and hack some terminals and some mines to clear a path.
You showed
neutralized. You got nerves of steel, Tenno. I'll give you that. Identify one of Galastra's commandeered primes. Draw them out and neutralize them.
Did you not have the sense to flee?
Your objective is an Anod shuttle. Hack in an uplink, and Aegis can fly it home.
Control car. Zero protects. Ship taking damage.
I think the Perdita Rebellion missions spawn the focus orbs at an unusually high rate.
Yeah.
Which makes sense. Considering what this is, that makes sense.
Oh yeah.
You will come to wish you had not done that. Not even a challenge for my conscience.
Shuttle is safe. Flight logs indicate Anod targets near your location. Get moving! Our turrets desperately need resupply. Ammo airdrop en route. Keep the drop zone clear.
Turret need ammo immediately.
I want fire. I want fury. Let a Warframe take the field.
Turret hungry. Need reload.
supply caches located. Get close and siphon them off for our side.
You fools! Supplies captured. Battlekin to be much relieved. Cache captured. Strong Dano threat.
Excuse me.
Louder. The Dano captures a cache.
That's the last of the caches. Got more orders for you.
I'm not sure we're going to be able to do this one, but it's worth a shot.
Yep.
Could be a really easy one.
Let me save you from your own.
Probably not.
We're under attack. Hold the line.
The correct answer was to run.
Turret up. Free fire. Gun active.
We must confront the echo of the Hunhullus and what was done. There is no turning back now.
You cannot escape my wrath.
Holy shit. I'm down, by the way. Thank you.
I'm on my way. Don't worry.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Poor bastard.
Yep.
We're just too powerful.
Oh yeah.
You have won back your memories from the Void's corruption. Chaos has lost this battle.
Whew. With that, I think I'm going to go for the night.
Alrighty. Nighty night. I'm probably gonna do a bit of like, talking to Akrithis, getting her some of her resources, etc.
Yeah.
And then I'll be there.
Okay.
Alrighty. Nighty night.
Good night.
Sleep, be well.
You too.
Gremling Lich left.
Ooh, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I know I did. So yeah. I'm going to call it for the night. And I'm not sure when I'm going to stream again. No need to be sorry. I mean, I never expect you guys. I don't expect you guys to ever like sit there and be like talking all the time. So there's no need to be sorry. I fully understand. But yeah, I'm not sure when I'm going to stream next. It'll be sometime. That's all I know. But I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.